So the first question, best footballer in the team. I think for me it has to be, played with some cracking players over the time, but probably the one that stands out the most technically and most overall probably players, probably Jamie O'Hara. Cracking left foot, could spray it, could control it, wasn't afraid at all to get on the ball and mix it about, always made things happen. So Jamie O'Hara. Biggest joker? Coming through the ranks of apprenticeship, I'd have to say David Reeves. Never stopped, constantly at it, but always putting a smile on your face. So he was a cracking bloke to have around the dressing room. Always pulling pranks about, but mainly keeping a positive mood. Most likely to win in a Royal Rumble. Easy one for me, that. Shinner. You don't mess with Shinner. Plain and simple. You don't want to be on the other end of that. Best dancer. I can't say myself because I'm like a tin man, but I'd have to go for Jamie Burt on that. Wasn't afraid to get in the dance floor on the middle of the dressing room, crack on some music and start throwing some shapes about. Changing room DJ, I'd have to say Kevin Dawson. Probably my favourite because he used to drop out some classics, some old school classics and that. Worst taste, Sheila, Aaron Downs. Loved his pop music, Spice Girls and all that kind of stuff. Not really my cup of tea. In need of the fashion police. Easy one, that. Some of the London boys, but it'd have to be, after picking, I'd probably say TNT, Shaman Toya. Thought her a bit of a gangster rapper, dressed in, he basically thought everything had to match. From a red cap, red top, red jeans, red trainers, red socks, rascal gear, rascal. Janos were close, but he had an excuse because he was Hungarian. Who is the fastest player? I'd probably have to say Alex Bailey. Overall, very sharp. But in and around the box, Colin Larkin. He was, you wouldn't think it, but probably one of the hardest players to mark in the box. So sharp, you never know which way we're going to turn. And over that quick couple of steps, he'd leave you for dead. Who's the messiest? Stinky. Alan O'Hare. Probably leave training covered in sludge and he'd probably come back to training the day after in the exact same gear because he'd probably been on Call of Duty all night. So easy one, that. Alan O'Hare, sorry mate, but you did know. Teacher's pet. Easy one, that. Old Andrex knows. Mark Hudson. Never too far away from the gaffer. We used to say to him, how's your dad, Roy McFarlane, is he alright? Sound. First to arrive. If it weren't for me, obviously first to arrive, but that weren't obviously being a goody two shoes. It were because it took me about 3 hours to get my hip going before I could do an hour's training. But professionally, Steve Blatherwick. Always first in, got himself a brew, warmed up professionally, set the standards, especially for the younger guys as well, and that's probably why I was one of the best in the air. Always worked on it, and that's why he never lost an header that I witnessed, to be fair. Worst trainer? Sorry Evo, mate. Moan. Literally, that man could win £1 million and still moan. But cracking player though, cracking player. But yeah, the worst trainer. But come to Saturday or game day, bang, he was there and he was ready and he was prepped. Last to arrive, easy one. Sorted Christmas dues out probably. Out of the 8 years I was there, I think he paid for 7 of them. Adam Smithy. Never knew when he was going to arrive in. And it cost him a small fortune. He probably could have retired now and bought an house. I've been asked your favourite Chesterfield memory. I've got a couple, to be fair. I loved my third year scholar, so it always was my dream to play for Chesterfield, being a local new bald lad coming from nothing and stepping up. £90 a week, being sponsored, but they were the best times ever. Even cleaning the toilets really implemented a good character building on me. I made some of the best friends ever in that dressing room, and growing up together, emotions, experiences, fantastic, going on holiday together. But definitely that third year scholar, absolutely look back and smile every time. Fantastic time of my life. But the main one, obviously, coming from Newbold and bagging one of the winners against sealing the Stags off 2-0 on my second game. Unfortunately, Mum and Dad missed it because they were camping down in Wales, which he still regrets to this day. But scoring against Mansfield was by far one of the best days of my life. And I didn't know what to do because I don't score very often, so I just took my shirt off, and it's always nice looking back and seeing that. So, hope that's good enough for you. Sorry, best to get back to work, lads. Stay safe.